Alright, Samantha, heal yourself. Ken, heal yourself. Laura taking a walk. Dang it, Laura. Vivian limping home. Harvest the man-eating glutches. That's a lot of meat for just one harvest. It's a lot of meat! So Peculiar Crash Site is the radio, which doesn't really help us right now. What? What? This thing is hunting down a tiny lizard. It's like, come here! Whatever. Yeah, you do your thing, I'll do mine. That's fine. The purple cat is quick to poach. Wow, the lizard outlived the shrieker that was chasing it and trying to impale it. Okay. Hashtag find Chip. He is asleep on the recliner in the other room. Here, hold on. Let me attempt something. Alright, so, not the Charizard, but the orange lump on the chair very far behind Charizard is Chip. He is over there. What is this game? Survival and build him up on an alien planet. Basically, yeah. Like 3D RimWorld, but more attacks. And I'm playing on the highest difficulty right now. They recently just had a new update called Dunes and Moons, which added a bunch of stuff. How's the research going? It's almost done. Alright, Vivian, I know you're still injured, but even if you got a limp, you should be able to get over to the desk and finish the research. Ken does not have a melee weapon after he finishes butchering that. Oh, we don't have a spare. Great. Vivian makes spears. We'll have to wait on her to make another one. Wooden fortifications. Alright. We have a lot of lumber, so we should be able to do this. Alright, defense, fortification, wood. You have to do this. Yeah, you have to dismantle one to build another, so you gotta do this right after an attack, because if an attack comes while you're doing this, you're in trouble. Oh my god, the fattest of bliss. All of you get up. Be in my stream every day. We've got a serious problem. What? Really? We're on. Top men. You should know about the age. Really? Oh my god. Top men. Click. Oh god, there's another wave coming. Ninja, go ninja, go. Click, click, click. Laura, help out. DJ Muck in the house. Nuts. Dropping the booty. Sit down. Oh shit, that's good. Oh, that was so cool. Hold on, where's this attack coming from? It's over there. And Laura is over here. That's a little dicey. Oh, Samantha might actually finish it. Alright, save. Oh, and here it comes. We have one flamethrower right now. So my hope is they will have no line of sight, round the corner, and then Ken can unload the stun gun. Missing because too dark sometimes. We need a lamp or something that covers that area. A lot of explodey boys right in our face. Don't like it. This is going okay, though. Those were hatchling shriekers, not full grown, so they didn't have a ranged attack. I didn't realize that.
You're sitting like a scumfy.
Not too bad. Ken, minorly wounded. Heal yourself. Let's see, insect meat. Let's just butcher the big boys, because that's, for the time spent, that's a lot of meat. It's a lot of meat. Oh my goodness. We're halfway to the next winter already. I feel like I was hoping to have like an electric grid set up by the next winter, but it's just been, we're getting hammered by this stuff. What was the, let's see. Could also do a tower for Ken to be on. So the thing with the tower is it can shoot down, but other things can shoot up. So if someone's up there and ranged attackers come, you gotta get down or they're gonna shoot you and kill you. But on the little attackers, he could stun from up there. So we'll add that to the list. What microphone do you use? Yeah, so Badger just linked all my equipment, and it should be in there. It's a Blue Yeti something. The full stats are in there, though. Four scrap remaining, oh god. I know there's a stream command for how Mukluk got his name. Is there a stream command for the hooded Red Eyes figure, the origin story? Not at the moment. There's not one at the moment, and I have told it many times, but no, there's no thing right now. Alright, Ken going to salvage, hoping for something good. It's funny because scrap is like the most whatever thing you can get from these, but it's what I need right now. Something I did here that I found in single player, so like I had an issue where they would destroy a flamethrower because they aggro it because it does damage to them, and then they would go right through into the base. You need to have access to the back of the flamethrower to refuel it. These right here are just doors. This is a wall of doors. So if they destroy the flamethrower, they're like, oh, it's faster to go around. And they don't just charge through there because of my door wall. But we still have access to the back of the flamethrower. A loud bang. The wind carried the sound of a loud bang from the distance. What might it be? Save game in case this is just going to get me freaking killed again. Food's good. Maybe some Laura? After she gets back with that. She's carrying over 200 food right now. You know, this is just sweet syrup. This is sweet syrup from these plants. And it's just 200 cans of it. And they'll just use it as meals, and so far I've seen no negative side effects to them just drinking sugary syrup for their meals. They're just like, yeah, no, this is great. This is wonderful. Loud bang. Wait, if it's that close, wait, 3 days? Wait, is that time remaining? No, travel time is 9 hours. Okay, that's really close. What? I mean, well, is it 9 hours there and then 9 hours? Oh, some Laura. Oh, some Laura. High fructose corn syrup. Yep. Oh, wait, that's right. We were having an issue with light. Put one like right there. Some of it'll go over the wall. Like how these are set up. Scavenged a CPU core. Awesome for later, not helpful right now. First one we found so far, though, so that unlocks some stuff. Electric grids unlocked. That's going to require a lot more metal, which I already don't have, but I will need that. You know what? Hold on. Cancel this. Get these, and then come back to that. Oh, that's awesome. Scavenged 18 metal alloys. So, it literally, I wanted scrap to make metal alloys. He just found metal alloys. We can use that to fix one of the flamethrowers, I believe. Cannot talk. Cannot talk. Research solar panels. Actually, you know, I'm kind of glad I sent Laura, because Ken can do salvaging while she's doing this. Here we go. While landing, I made out the shapes of a makeshift shelter, and my excitement rose. I rushed towards it, only to find an unpleasant sight. A crater a little ways off the shelter, a charred body, and pieces of machinery scattered in every direction. Searched the place thoroughly. The now-dead owner of the place had stocked well on dried meat. I found a good amount in a crate wrapped in clean rags. I then proceeded to check the crater for any clues of what happened. I should have been more careful. Distracted by a peculiar shape and the ash, I stepped on a trap which sunk its metal teeth into my leg. I grabbed whatever I could and hurried back to the balloon. So she's injured and bleeding, and she's going to take damage while traveling back here. But she found a crate of dried meat. Okay. So somebody blew themselves up or something. We'll add that to the queue for Ken. Ken equipping a jacket. Have him get that spear. Laura needs a hat, but I can't tell her any instructions right now. I like that they're smart enough to swap out their coats if they need to. Who all did you find your solo game? These are my favorite 4 so far to start with. But then after that, I found Quinn, and he was a really good researcher. And a guy named Xander. And I had him in charge of what's called delivery, which basically, it's like moving items around. So like, sometimes, you know, Laura goes out here and harvests stuff and leaves it on the ground, and he would take it all and put it on shelves and stuff like that. Because right now, if someone needs food, sometimes they run all the way out to the field, pick one berry, come back and eat it. And they waste a lot of time moving back and forth. So, you know, she having someone in charge of that was good. Okay, Ken's I was about to tell Laura to heal herself, but Ken's handling it, so we'll just let him do it. Because of the bear trap. See, Vivian's pretty slow, well, as slow as anyone else at crafting something like this. But if it involves cloth at all, her tailoring bonus kicks in, and she makes it 4 times faster. And then Samantha builds things, like buildings, 3 times faster. And Laura is double speed at farming stuff. And Ken gets double scrap, and he likes violence. Speaking of, 2 people's bows broke. That's bad timing. I keep 1 in reserve right now. So Vivian at some point soon. Now short bow, because it uses cloth, it actually, as weird as it sounds, I think her tailoring bonus kicks in when she makes a bow. So she makes them really fast, but it takes her forever to make spears. Good morning. Hey! Hope you're doing well, Shiggy. Ken shows his violence. Mm-hmm. Guys, look at me! I'm so curvy! Dude, this calm, soothing music, and then freaking that. Oh, giant grass. Wait, this is hay? Do we? I think we already have something. Yeah, blade grass gives hay. Oh, there's 2 different types of grasses here for hay. Interesting. Oh my gosh, chat, look at this. Look at that beautiful flamethrower line. It's actually been built back up. Oh, that took a while. Now Ken needs time salvaging and scavenging to get more metal, and we can start making an electric grid. Let's move the blimp parking spot over here, and then we can make the electric equipment over here. He went to that one earlier. I guess when he's these two are almost the same distance from the base, so when he's on this side of the base, that one's closer. That's why I queue up multiple, because he'll just keep going to the closest one. Alright, let's see. Wind turbine. And solar panel. And there needs to be a space in between them, otherwise if something needs repairs, they can't approach it. Power pole for later. And Laura reached farming level 8. I don't think we can make batteries yet. Ale cook stove. It's electric. Ceiling lamps. Put a couple in there. And we don't have enough metal for all this, so it's like we're just queuing up projects to be made as we can. Have you played Valheim? Mm-hmm. Yep. On my second YouTube channel, I've got the full playlist if you wish to see it. When it first came out, I cleared everything in the game. So, like, all the way to the final boss. And I found the Mistlands, but they were empty at the time. The Mistlands update just came out recently. I have not played it since the Mistlands update. Yeah. If you want to watch me play Valheim, I've got a long playlist for you. Do we need a new lighting rod for the grid? You can move the lightning rods. Actually, I just realized these... Hold on, that one's there. Oh gosh. We can move this one, like, here. And that should be fine. Aggressive animal. Where are they? Over there. Ooh, Ken found 54 scrap. Nice. That is 100% of the scrap we have. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good coverage. Alright, what are we dealing with? Okay, this should be fine. Those are all melee units. So we should be able to just use the choke. And we can even try out the new tower, too. We're about 3/4 the way through summer. Alright, for now, everyone keep working until they get closer. Alright, Ken, get in the tower. You three, get over here to bait them toward the flamethrowers. Turning up the game speed. Look at all those stuns. Ken is getting happy. Ooh, I just realized Samantha and Vivian don't have a ranged weapon at all. That's not good. We've already got making more short bows in the queue, but I didn't realize everyone's short bows broke at the same time. I guess it makes sense if they were all built at roughly the same time, but unfortunate. You two go back. You grab the bow, and then... So, Vivian basically has orders that if there's not a bow in backup, make one bow. So now that there's not one in backup, she should make another. What? It was in range of you and you weren't shooting? You weirdo. Alright, no damage taken. That is wonderful. We don't have to spend any time resting up. That is a... Let's get the overgrown Scarabai and not all... Dude, there's so many glitches here. That's 20... There's 23 right there. Let's just get those. That should be plenty. We can get rid of that alert. Ken's like, oh yeah. Like this, see in the back, like behind the portrait, there's like a little gray line. That's the happiness. There's Samantha. Ken's up here, baby. He's like, what a good day in paradise. What a day. How does everyone feel about Ken? Samantha hates Ken. She thinks he's a creep. Vivian hates Ken. Vivian is interested in Samantha, but she hates her more than anyone. Yo, this is a Disney movie. Ken thinks Laura's alright. She's sun deer. Baka. Severe heat wave, 87 degrees. Ugh. 66 indoors, but it's climbing. I can go for air conditioners. It'll take a while though. Vivian Kevin made the last 9 get shot down. Yeah, I remember. 91 rookie numbers. It's like a New Yorker when I talk about the cold. That's not cold. You don't know cold. Spaceship debris crash. Anything salvageable will burn in a few days. Alright. Quick save. How's our food? It's fantastic. Alright, I'm gonna send Laura. If our food was bad, I would keep Laura to work the farms and send Ken. So I'll keep Ken here. Although he gets double salvage, he can be getting that from these too, so... this is like 1.5 times the chance. Plus, he helps rearm the traps and stuff. It's funny, Vivian hates the sight of blood, so will not heal even her own wounds, but she does not mind gutting and tearing apart these giant bug bodies. She's like a... what is it? Is it vegans that are like, oh, I won't eat animals, but fish don't have souls, so I'll eat that. Is that vegan? Or pescatarian? It's one of the diets. They're like, no, I won't eat meat. Oh, fish don't count. They're fine. Satan made fish. Like, that's Vivian with these bugs.
Oh
Hey.
boy, he coming. Dang boy, he thick.
Hi, Errol. We read a whole story about you earlier. Glad you weren't here to hear that. Expedition complete at the crash site. I found the crash site of what looks like a small military vessel. I relieved some soldiers of their armor. I did not find weapons, which was weird. Maybe they were destroyed in the crash. I've never had that before. Armor. Free armor. Ken, you're scared. Okay, you are really close to the attackers. You need to come back this way. Because if they attack, you will not make it to the walls. I'm just letting everyone work until the last bit. I heard I was content without being involved. 48 scrap. Okay, nice. Alright. So if I hit draft right now, Ken will drop the scrap on the floor. I want to not hit draft until the last second, so he actually carries it home. Okay, now is the last second, because those are explodey bugs. Alright, Ken, get in the tower. Vivian, wait, have you made a new bow yet? Yes, you have. Go get it. Samantha, get over here. Okay, Vivian just got the bow. Oh, the banelings. We busted their banelings on themselves. Does that hurt our walls? Yeah, the walls are a little damaged. Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna turn up the game speed because we're in good positioning right now. Oh my god. I really hope this smells like bacon. Wow. Let's just highlight this spot. In this little spot, there's 158 dead creatures. Oh my gosh. Okay, everyone get back to work. We have got over 1,000 bug meat right now, so I'm not gonna bother harvesting any, because we've already got more than we need. Bless you, Chip. Let's see. They brought back 2 synthetic vests from that expedition. That's awesome. Synthetic vests are great because they give cold resist and heat resist somehow. Like, when you get to endgame, they're like the only jackets I make. Imagine that having collision. Honestly, wouldn't that make them, like, pile up here and then funnel in slower? Unless it was the type of game where if they had too much collision, they would just give up and just break through the walls. Then it would be more difficult. At that point, it would, like, persuade you to make wider hallways with flamethrowers on both sides. You think sooner or later they would run out of bugs? How fast are they birthing these things? Yes. Wouldn't it be better to space flamethrowers along the run instead of all at the end so more are on fire through the run? It's not a dot, it's just direct damage. So I just try to roast them all right here. Also, the ranged ones, you see how I've got like this little thing sticking out? The ranged attackers will sometimes try to hit the flamethrower, which is why that's right there. And honestly, I should... Let's deconstruct this and make taller fortifications there. The answer is yes, real answer you. Okay, that should be good. Research. How's research going? 99% on research desk. Okay. Let's deconstruct that. As soon as Samantha finishes eating that, finish this research. Okay, done. Okay, and then make advanced we don't have batteries yet, so this is literally not going to work at nighttime. Or when, I should say, when there's no power. We've got wind and some sunlight. But this research desk gives you better progress than that one. Chip, no. What are you doing? Flop. That was a very fast flop. He was being spicy? Oh, probably glad I missed it. Quick save here. We handled that last attack really well.